Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yo, what is up? My shit working. Is my shit working? That's a lot of applause. You hear that? Whoa. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yeah. Bienvenidos. Hi. Say hi. Incremental improvements were in the house. I pressed a button, and what I was supposed to do was start it, beginning the process of streaming, not go live, but now it's changed, and it means go live, apparently. So we're live. We're early. How about that? We've never been... When have we ever been early? When have we ever been early? Well, we are early now. Epic Setup says, I saw you, the producer. Hey, thanks. I've been working so hard. I've been getting this streaming studio all good and great. I've been working so hard on it. My wife has started referring to it as tinkering. How much longer are you going to be tinkering in the studio down there, she says. How much more tinkering before you get to work? That's when you know. That's when you know you're going deep. And I have been going deep. I've been going incredibly deep. Hang on, I need to turn off the title there. I've been going so deep that, well, you'll see. You'll see the depths to which we've been reaching up in here in Dawn Studios. But I can tell you, I believe we've got five, count them camera angles right now. See that? 5. And we've also got, I don't know if you can see this beautiful background situation we've got going on here, but we've got a beautiful background situation going on here. And more on that later, because there's lore with regards to that. Also, what do you think of these? I found these in a box. I was unpacking some wires, and I found them. Let me check. I've got the correct thing. Bienvenidos. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah. Look, we got an overhead camera. How about that? Welcome back to Overhead Town. You can now see from above occurrences in real time. And if that ain't nice, I don't know what is. Whoa. So smash yonder like, strap in. It is the 600th stream. Full Killer says 500% increase in camera angles. My brother is always here with the math. I saw it said that's when you know, which is crazy because that's the tune I was playing when I was sound checking. That was literally the last song that was in my decks. Can you believe that? Hannibal Smith says Adon is never late, nor is he early. He arrives exactly when he meaning waves to exactly that. Correct. How you doing out there anyway?
I've really been trying to make sense of this, because, well, what the hell's going on? Why am I selling out 3,000 person auditoriums? I use the stage, let's say, as a opportunity in real time to think. I've been thinking, well, if you're surfing, you don't confuse yourself with the wave. It's the wave. That's a real mistake. You might be on top of the wave, but you're not. It's the wave. It's the wave. It's the wave. That's the real mistake. You might be on top of the wave. You're not the wave. I think this long-form discussion and public hunger for that is best conceptualized like that. There's a technological revolution. It's a deep one. Online video and audio. Immediately accessible to everyone all over the world. It's turned the spoken word into a tool that has the same reach as the printed word. So it's a Gutenberg revolution in the domain of video and audio. And it might be even deeper than the original Gutenberg revolution because it isn't obvious how many people can read, but lots of people can listen. The wave. The wave. The wave. You might be on top of the wave. You're the wave.
From the peak of recorded human civilization, you're listening to Akira, the Don.
The wave. I mean, you got a little bit of that with TV, right? And you got a little bit of it with radio. But there was bandwidth limitations that were really stringent, especially in TV, where you could get 30 seconds if you were lucky and 6 minutes if you were stellar to elucidate a complicated argument. So you can't do that. Everything gets compressed to a kind of oversimplified entertainment. But now, all of a sudden, we have this forum for long-form discussion, real long-form discussion. Turns out that everyone is way smarter than we thought. It's the wave. It's the wave. It's the wave. That's the real mistake. You might be on top of the wave. It's the wave. It's the wave. It's the wave. You might be on top of the wave. It's the wave. The people, the forefront of this, are being cascaded forward like a surfer on a giant wave on this technological transformation. It's necessary to keep your ego under control. With regards to the people coming to see me, the proper attitude towards that, and I think this is true for any performer, is gratitude. You bloody well be happy those people are there. And you should never think there's something spectacularly special about yourself that's attracting these people and that somehow you're above them and they're your fans, or there's this real power differential, even though that sort of manifests itself because people are so happy to see you. That's a dangerous pathway, and I truly am ridiculously overwhelmed and grateful and happy and pleased that all these people show up.
Mirror against which to read itself, and that mirror would be the mythological schedule that lets it know where it is. It's a mirror with a schedule, patterned mirror, and the ego sees itself in that reflex and knows where it is on the scoreboard. Just for example, a person who at the age of 40 is wondering whether he's going to be punished by mother and hasn't moved on. And a person at the age of 80 who's wondering, how's my golf score? He hasn't moved on either. The myth lets you know where you are. And it knows what the patterns have been of life through centuries in that position that you now are entering, are holding. This lets you know where you are. The 40-year-old now should see himself as a free, willing, independent, self-responsible human being. And he should have certain noble heart powers that have been called to his attention and to which he has been invited to give himself, that will enable him to act in terms of nobility, not in obedience, but out of himself. And the older person must know, I'm now participating in the achievement of life. I have achieved it. And I'm looking back. I tell you, there's a wonderful moment that comes when you realize I'm not striving for anything. And what I'm doing now is not a means to achieving something later. Youth has always to think that way. Every decision a young person makes is a commitment to a life course. And if you make a bad decision of that angle, by the time you get out there, you're far off course. But after a certain age, there's no future. And suddenly the present becomes rich. It becomes that thing in itself which you're now experiencing. And if you've been prepared a little bit for that, you're ready. Just let you know where you are.
Yeah, yeah. Know where you are.
Just let you know where you are.
Critical Die, shouts out to you. That's big prayers for Jordan Peterson. He is going through it after helping so many. Ain't that the truth?
Just let you know where you are.
Shouts out to the good dozer.
I've had the experience of lecturing to old age.
Yeah.
I own myself actually in old age. I'll be 79 next month. I can tell you there came a gradual realization. Boy, this is it. I'm in that place, and every experience is of value in and for itself without any reference to anything that might happen. I've mentioned this to older groups, and people come up to me afterward and say, we didn't realize. It's beautiful.
Just let you know where you are. You know where you are. Just let you know where you are.
Just let you know where you are.
Where you are. You know where you are.
Just let you know where you are.
Know where you are. Let you know where you are.
Just let you know where you are.
That's right, what's up? Shouts out to everybody locked in. It's the Meaning Stream with your host Akira the Don, artist, DJ, Wavelord, architect of this stuff. 600 streams. I know this because Fool Killer mentioned it. And my wife said, Fool Killer said the next one's number 600. I said, holy cow. And I looked at the little thing I write under the information of every episode where I say which number it is. And lo and behold, indeed, the last one was 599, which means this one is, unless my math is very much faulty, 600. 600! Which is pretty cool, huh? How about that? It's quite nice that 600 is the first one with the studio working. The new studio here in Nashville working. Chris Dubendorf, would you send a sub? That was nice of you sending a sub. What up, Sagittarius? It says, driving, so I'm here, but not here. Love you all. Well, we love you too. Beloved Meaning Wave community member, Sagittarius. Beloved Meaning Wave community member, Chris Dubendorf. Shouts out to everybody locked in. Look, wifey's in the building. Hi, wifey. Wifey will be very glad that I'm not tinkering and I'm actually broadcasting. Speaking of driving, Sagittarius is driving. I have been practicing for the theory aspect. I'm not a person who ever learned to drive or was ever taught to drive. I've realized now I'm out here in Nashville that I need to drive so that I can go around and buy large old televisions and pieces of furniture and music equipment off of Facebook Marketplace. That's why I must drive, and that's why I need a truck. So I could go around and get all... Because here, the thing about being in Nashville is if you go on Marketplace here, which is the only reason to have Facebook at all, it's full of, like, musicians selling shit, because Nashville's full of music people. So you could live in one place, and you could go on, like, Marketplace, and it'd be full of, I don't know, cots, baby carriages, lawnmowers, beanie babies, things of that nature. Here is full of pianos and Wurlitzers and interesting looking microphones and cool neon MTV signs and shit like that. Anyway, so I've been, you know, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I ain't no dog. I'm a human man, and I can learn all sorts of stuff. So I got one of those apps that teaches you how to do the driving theory, and I've been diligently doing that. And I've gone through every module. It's a number of modules, in which I think it was 8 modules in total, which had something like 10 lessons within each one, or sections. And I've been diligently doing those over the past few weeks. And I did my exam yesterday, day before yesterday. I did my first mock exam and I got 93%. And you pass if you get 80%, you know. But I don't want no 93%, so I did a bit more practicing. And then I did the test again yesterday and I got 100%! 100%! You see? 100. So now I get to go on a noble mythic quest to hell, aka the DMV. AKA the DMV. And I don't know, I mean, last time I went to the DMV, it was Los Angeles. Someone stole my passport. They were all very mean and grumpy and rude in there. But maybe DMV in Nashville is more of a civilized situation. I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out on August 4th, which is the first free spot they have, which is miles in the future. I thought I'd be able to go in tomorrow and step out with my provisional driving license and step into a vehicle and get out there. But no, I have to wait weeks. I have to wait. So I'm gonna keep doing the lessons just to keep myself sharp. It is terrifying though that you can get away with passing on 80%, because some of those questions are stupid, and it's rather worrying that people don't know some of these questions. Some of these things that you need to know to be out there on the roads. Frankly, it's terrifying. There's all these people out on the roads that don't know what they're doing. But I'm going to join them. Like Mario Kart. And I'm going to drive around and pick up stuff from Facebook Marketplace and take my wife places and take the boy camping. Things of that nature. I'm very excited. It's going to be great. Handel Smith says, have you practiced driving yet? Does Grand Theft Auto count? Does it count? I don't know if it does. If it does, I'm groovy. If it doesn't, I'm going to go do that theory test, and then I'm going to step out there and I'm going to go take some lessons. And my buddy Wade is going to let me drive around car park in his truck. Stuff like that. Going to get those reps in, is how he was putting it. Sheila says DMV is not bad here. Well, that's good to know. The Nashville driving test is easy. 4 right turns and put the car in park. Okay, good. I'd kind of rather it was more difficult. I like a challenge. And also, I think people should be able to drive to be allowed to drive. One of the things I learned from the driving test practice is, one of the questions is in the United States of America, is driving a right or a privilege? It's a privilege. Of course it's a privilege. You don't have the right to drive. You ain't got the right to do. What have you got the right to do? Enjoy MEANINGWAVE. That's right. You have the right to listen to MEANINGWAVE.
more profound idea than that. It's more like adventure, I would say. It's more like the great adventure of your life. It's more like adventure. It's more like the great adventure of your life. It's more like adventure. It's more like the great adventure of your life. That's a difficult thing. It's not a tropical cruise with the Mai Tai in hand, although maybe now and then it could be that. But I think human beings, you know, we're very tough and combative creatures, and we're really built for a load. You really see this hunger arising in young men for exactly a call to that kind of adventure. It's like, get the hell up, guys, get to work. There's things to be done. It's like, get the hell up, guys, get to work. There's things to be done. There's dragons to confront and things to set right. I believe that's the truth, and I believe that it's more powerful than fear and than suffering. And that's saying a lot, because fear and suffering are real. It's more like adventure. It's more like the great adventure of your life. It's more like adventure. It's more like the great adventure of your life. It's more like adventure. It's more like the great adventure of your life. Yeah. It's more like adventure. It's more like the great adventure of your life. It's more like adventure. Por favor. It's more like adventure. It's more like the great adventure of your life. Yeah. It's more like adventure. It never occurred to me before that that song kind of sounds like The Cult. Of your life. More like adventure. Or even Billy Idol slightly. You never know what you're putting in a song when you're putting it down. You don't know what's sneaking in there along for a ride. It's more like the great. Alright, so let me show you something cool, huh? So like, you know, we've been doing these streams, you know, for 600 of these streams. We got 600 of these streams in the bag. And you know, it's been a constant evolution. You know, and we got a pretty sweet setup going by the time we were in Texas, and we were smashing out like 2 reps a day type thing. And then we found ourselves in Mexico, and we had to build it all up from nothing once more, and we got a kind of cool thing going over there eventually. And now here we are again. We're in Nashville now. We're in the all-new Dawn Studios Nashville, and we have this beautiful streaming studio here. This whole room is set up for streaming in. And with the stuff that I've got that came out of boxes, I've been assembling this new system, and also some trips to Home Depot. On the roof here, you might see that we have now rails. We've got rails, these super channel things, super struts, they're called super struts. We've got super struts in the roof, and we've got things attached to those by nuts and all sorts of cool stuff going on. And it's pretty sweet, you know. We got a camera over there suspended from the ceiling, pretty cool. We've got a camera above. The one above is this old Logitech webcam from like 9,000 years ago, and it's just about working because lots of things stopped working. The only one I didn't think about this, when you got stuff in storage for like 5 years, some things just stop working. You open some things and what looks like piles of ketamine comes out, but it's not ketamine, it's batteries that have died. It's dead batteries, you know. Shouts out to Andrew Pullman.
says, it's been a genuine pleasure being here for this journey. Well, it's been a genuine pleasure having you along for the ride, Andrew Pullman. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff dies, you know. Some things die. I was setting up the recording studio over there, and the last thing was switching on the main monitor, which is the thing you look at when you're making your music. And I was pressy button, and it didn't come on. And anyway, it turns out that's dead. The monitor is dead, so the recording studio next door is not quite ready. I need to get a new monitor for that. Also, I was setting up a monitor in the room there, which is for shooting music videos and taking pictures and stuff. And that monitor also is dead. So we got 2 dead screens. They just died. They died because they were lonely. You know, they were lonely in a storage unit in Texas waiting for me to come back. And I never did come back, you know. So they died. They died, I guess, of broken hearts. Broken-hearted monitors. And I now have to replace them. And it's very tragic. But such is life. And so it goes. But anyway, all the stuff that's in here right now is stuff that is working. But anyway, what I was going to show you was... so the background we've had for a while, it's basically just been some space, some cosmos that we've been floating through. And that's all well and good. But if you remember, in the days towards the end of the Texas period, just before we went to Mexico, I'd started doing cool background things. And if you remember, there were backgrounds that would react to the music and stuff like that was going on. Anyway, and then, you know, that went out the window because we had to rebuild everything from scratch in Mexico. And the last thing I had time for was working out fancy backgrounds. But anyway, things have changed. Technology has changed. We can do things now that we could not do before. And I thought, maybe I could build a system. I could build a background, a system of background that would react to the music that got played and was generated in a computational fashion. And I could change the colors if I wanted, maybe. And I could have like banks of cool patterns. It danced around to the music and had like a HUD, and if I press a button, the HUD would be there and I could look at the HUD and see what was going on. And I could increase the sensitivity of the whole thing. And I could increase the speed, maybe, so it goes super fast. And if that's a bit too much, I could press a button and it would return to how it was. Yes, I did this. All of this can be done now. I built a thing. And you can see it there. And look, you can change the colors. The colors there, you can see in the HUD that we have these different color palettes there. Let me get my meaning waveform back. Where was that? Ah, yeah, this one's nice. Look, this one's cool, huh? This is the Meaning Wave Neon palette. Very nice. And we've got firework effects, you see, pure feedback. We've got multiple banks of stuff. This is the geometry bank, you know. I made this in an evening. Richard, the producer, says reactive visualizers need to come back. Winamp days. Well, that's literally what I was thinking. I've been thinking, because I've been looking at Spotify, and I think Spotify, given that they're the biggest music thing in the world and they've got so much money, they're so lazy when it comes to their visualization aspect, which is just like the top banner of someone's Spotify profile. If you've got Spotify going on your TV, it just shows you the top banner image, which I can't stand because sometimes I'll be listening to some band from the 60s and it'll be a picture of them now, and it'll just be a big, ugly ass, slightly distorted picture of them all old and shit. And I was like, this is not the Shangri-Las, motherfucker. This ain't them. And I'm like, why haven't, like 20 years ago, Winamp and all that, we had all these nice squishy visuals, and that's what this system is based upon. This is what I've made for you, for us, for you and I, for us. Ain't that nice? Sheila says twerking Wilma. Well, yes. Twerking Wilma did exist. She might come back, but what about this? This is amazing. I think this is amazing. I was so excited. Then I was like, oh my goodness, the potential for things I could build. Doobie-doobie-doo. You know. Look at that. Amazing. Meat Barbecue says, studio looks amazing. Thank you, Meat Barbecue. Lord of the Nerds, appreciate you, says, if you chose a political streamer to make a MEANINGWAVE project out of, whom would you select and why? Thanks, homie, looking sharp. Well, appreciate you. But I don't think I would ever make a MEANINGWAVE out of a political streamer. I can't think of, I mean, what political streamers are there? What's a political streamer? I guess you've got that bloke with the tiny head and who coasted in off the back of his uncle and pretends to be some kind of socialist and abuses his dog. You got that guy over on one side, I suppose. Then what have you got on the other side? You got, I mean, yeah, I mean, the whole thing is a cacophony of horror, frankly. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything I wanted to turn into a song anyway. Some of them have made me laugh. You know what I mean? That Mexican kid's funny sometimes. I mean, sometimes they are funny. But I honestly, I don't think I've ever heard any of them say anything I wanted to turn into a song. Who's that guy with the teeth who lives in a pile of discarded Pepsi cans? I quite like him. He's a nice lad. But I've never heard him say anything that would be a song. You know what I mean? It's a I don't know. I don't think streaming necessarily lends itself to the conditions for creating what would become songs. I don't think. Just a little, but no, I mean, the answer is no, I don't think any of them really. I haven't heard anything anyway, but I do keep my eyes and ears open. I do think that Lux Maxer bloke with the crazy nostrils, who then had a nose job, is completely just ruined. It's like just ruined everything. He destroyed himself with one nose job. Everything about him, his entire essence, his entire essence was in those big old nostrils, and he clamped those things down, and he's like, nothing now is gone. Everything that was interesting is gone. It was all in the nostrils, which is quite crazy to think that the essence of a man could be in his nostrils, but there you go. Black and Blue Fin says, Primetime 99 Alex Stein. I don't think of homie as, that's my buddy right there, Nephilim on his Zeppelin. I don't think of him as a streamer. I think of him as a broadcaster. Does he even stream? I mean, he broadcasts. There is a difference. Streamers basically have to be on all day long, don't they? I suppose that's what the definition of a streamer is. They're just always on, right? And broadcasters sort of choose the time and are more selective about their approach. Is that right? I don't even know. I know 6ix9ine is a streamer now, which is crazy. And he built himself like a Dayglow candy cane house and filled it full of strippers and claimed to have given himself over to the Lord, which is crazy. Why is my HUD still on? I should turn my HUD off. HUD off. There you go. HUD is gone. And nice smoochy colors. How about this? Do you like the smoochy colors? Smooch. How about you? If you were going to sample a streamer, who would you sample? Who's a good streamer? There's a good question. I don't know if it's entirely appropriate for 600, but shit. Who's a good streamer? Who's good on the streaming? I liked it when Sam Hyde pretended Asmongold was coming on his show and then he didn't come on his show. That was a good stream. We're gonna have to do a 600 super high five. Let's go. Are you ready for that?
In In order to reflect just a moment on the human mind, consider what it's accomplished.
Yay.
Human knowledge has advanced more in the past 50 years than in all the preceding 10,000 years of human civilization. Of all the scientists who ever lived, it's estimated that 90% of them are alive today.
Yeah.
Reached in the area of ideas and human advancement, a plateau so high it was undreamed of by even the most optimistic forecasters as recently as 10 years ago. But every new idea triggers additional ideas, so that now we're in an era of compounding advancement on every front and in every area that staggers the imagination. Dr. Hollow Shapley of Harvard has said that we're entering an entirely new age of man. He calls it the Psychozoic age, the age of the mind. The Psychozoic age, the age of the mind. That staggers the imagination. Staggers the imagination. The Psychozoic age.
Age of the mind.
Age of the mind. And you own one.
Free and clear.
The Psychozoic age. Psychozoic. Age of the mind.
Yeah.
Staggers the imagination. The Psychozoic age. Psychozoic. Age of the mind. You own one. The Psychozoic age. Psychozoic. Age of the mind. Staggers the imagination. The Psychozoic age. Psychozoic. Age of the mind. You own one. The Psychozoic age.
Although the science says
Psychozoic.
that your happiness is not that affected by your environment,
Doobin.
that's not true.
Yeah.
Your happiness is totally affected by your environment.
Ooh. Be cheerful. It's a beautiful world. Oh. Be cheerful. Try to be happy.
If your environment is a loving
Look how cool this background is.
you don't think that you'd be a little bit happier than if you were sitting all alone in
Amazing.
a little apartment, like some of you are?
I definitely still love living in the future.
It's absurd to imagine that changing your situation won't make you happier. You don't think that going from poor, where you're panicked about eating, to well off, you don't think that that would make you happier? Because you didn't have to worry about starving. Of course it would. I guarantee it would make you happier.
Be cheerful, try to be happy. It's a beautiful world. Be cheerful, try to be happy. Yeah.
So yeah, fix your physical exposure. Go outside, make sure that you're around some beauty and that you're not looking at depressing gray things. I would even change my commute if it took a few minutes to go through a more attractive place. If you can look at it every day, it's better to expose yourself to the attractive route than the fast industrial route.
It's a beautiful world. Be cheerful, try to be happy. It's a beautiful world. Oh. Be cheerful. Yeah. It's a beautiful world, baby. Yeah. Black and Blue Fins. What's the bass sample from When Your Body Feels Good? Earth, Wind and Fire? No. No is the answer. Not at all. How are you all doing? I'm fond of Douglas, says Amanda Dances 1983. Who's Douglas? The background machine needs a name, says Chris Dubendorf. Yes, you're probably right. Now, I've just noticed something it does, which I don't know if I'm fond of. I mean, I understand why it doesn't. It's part of what I told it to do. But I wonder if you notice that when it's quieter, it sort of looks a bit duller. I don't necessarily want it to be dull. I have to fiddle a bit more. More tinkering, I'm afraid, darling. There must be more tinkering. As far as the name, it's currently codenamed MEANINGWAVE VLM5. This is version 5. But yes, it could do with a better name. It certainly could. So how about that? We're going to do an international high five. I was going to ask you to give me, like, memories of streams, but you can't do that every time it's 100. We probably did that on 500. Someone was saying that it was giving them flashbacks for number 300. What happened on 300? Let me know. But anyway, for the international high five, tell me where you are, and why don't you come up with, suggest a name for the beautiful background machine that I've built here. Ooh, I love this one. Pyum.
Akira. The Buddhists in Japan call it Jiji-muge. Jiji-muge. Between event and event, there is no block. And they represent this imagistically as a network. Imagine a multidimensional spider web covered in dew in the morning.
Oh, it's bright in here, huh?
Single drop of dew on this web contains in it the reflections of all the other drops of dew. And of course, in turn, in every drop of dew that one drop reflects, there is the reflection of all the others again. And they use this image to represent the interdependence of everything in the world. It takes two. We could have so much fun, but it takes more than one.
You see, it takes two.
We could have so much fun, but it takes more than one. She don't want it. In other words, if we give this dewdrop image, if we put it into a linguistic analogy, we would say this: words have meaning only in context. The meaning of any word depends upon the sentence or upon the paragraph in which it's found. So that if I say, this tree has no bark, that's one thing. And if I say, this dog has, that's another thing. You see, always, the meaning of the word is in relation to context. Now, exactly the same way, meaning, as well as the existence of an individual person, an organism, is in relation to the context. You are what you are. Sitting here at this moment, in your particular kind of clothes, with the particular colors of your faces and your particular personalities, your family involvements, your business involvements, your neuroses and your everything. You are that precisely in relation to an extremely complex environment. You see, it takes two. We could have so much fun, but it takes more than one. You see, it takes two. We could have so much fun, but it takes more than one.
Hello, everybody. What's up, Douglas? Douglas? Oh, that's what Chris Dubendorf said. I remember the 39-second stream where it rained on the way to Texas, says Andrew Pullman, and I also remember that. Chad Comstock, Ottawa, Canada says Arcane. Joey Strackner 9804 says Tennessee and beautiful background machine. BBM, the beautiful background machine. It is. Darth Monkey Manchester, UK name suggestion. Doc in honor of Mr. Peterson. Isn't that nice? Fiat Apocalypse says yo freedom. Yo freedom. I agree. Amanda dances in Kansas. Meeting Wave. Douglas V5. Douglas V5. Cool Killer Maryland. Wave Rave Machine. That's nice, isn't it? He's bouncing around all over the place now. Look at it go. Let's change the color. Ooh. Look at this. Glory. That was quite fun. Anyway, Maryland, Wave Rave Machine, Rob the Cajun, Boiling Brook, Illinois, and Mass Tripping Effect. User Good71 is wife. I feel like if I read this out, I'll summon a demon. Rockford, Illinois, Cosmic Vibe. Free Consciousness says so shiny. Matthew Felsey, Colorado, the Meaning Brought set. That's quite funny. Madrax was cracking, baby. Richard, the producer, Semiono, the Dontron. Lol. Free Consciousness, Vegas, the Cymato wave, which is technically correct. Comeshish, Florida, Mood Minion. Do like the idea that it is my slave. I must do my bidding. Go faster, thing. Go faster. There you go. Look at it go. Stay fast. Go fast. Go fast. Yeah, that's cool. Chill back out. Nice. See, I like that. Chris Dubendorf says Dontron is strong. I saw the producer, Arkansas, the stream of consciousness. Mike Cowan 1, the independent province of Alberta, the Radiance Machine. Full Killer, what's up? Space Panda also in Maryland, arriving late in shame. No shame in your game. We're just glad you're here. Aren't we? Yes, is the answer. The answer is yes. Lane Stewart says the studio looks so much different after CERN was shut down. Did they shut CERN down? Did that happen? I don't believe that. I don't believe anything anymore. Anything at all. Nothing. Nothing. Belief is for babies. Some things I know and I'm fine with those. Peaceful Penguin, the Mythos Projection, the Stoic Prison, the Neon Logos, AI. Oh my goodness, it was like we had riffraff just fell in the house. Those were all great. Just in time for the International High Five, says Calais. Yes, you are. You are. We've been coming up with names for this. I like Dontron best, but then I wonder if Dontron is a good name for something else. Who knows? All right, you all ready for your international high fives? Are you ready for your international high five? 3, 2, 1. Hi.
I first asked the kid, who are you? At the core of your soul. And if he can't answer that question, our conversation's over.
Yeah, it's done, baby.
I can't say shit to him. If you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you are, I can't tell you who you are. Who are you? Who are you? If you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you are,
I can't tell you who you are.
Who are you? Who are you? Honestly, I'm blessed enough to have survived the life I lived and to come out the other side with a bunch of knowledge. And hopefully, I can help people that believe that they're much less than what they truly are. Help them find greatness in themselves.
You believe that?
Greatness isn't running 200 miles at a time or doing 4,000 pull-ups or being a SEAL.
Heck no.
Greatness is whatever the hell you dreamed of in your own mind.
Yeah.
You gotta first see it. You gotta first create this vision in your mind. And then that's when I come into play. Once you create this vision in your mind, it's how am I gonna get there now? And that's when I come into play. But first you gotta create your own vision. And it's not external. The vision that created is inside of you. So until you create that, I'm nobody to you. If you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you are, I can't tell you who you are. Who are you? If you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you are, I can't tell you who you are. Who are you? 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 Akira. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
There is only one way to salvation, and that is to make yourself responsible for all men's sins. As soon as you make yourself responsible in all sincerity for everything and for everyone, you will see at once that this is really so, and that you are in fact to blame for everyone. For all things.
Dostoevsky, I think, said something like, every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else. Every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else. Every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else. Every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else. It's a crazy statement, right? It's a crazy statement, and he was a pretty extreme person in many, many ways. But there's a level at which that's metaphysically true. You know, because what happens is that it's failure to act often that's the most catastrophic. It's to not do the right thing when the situation presents itself. It's very specific. You know, you're constantly in situations where you could do the right thing if you were willing to take a risk that's actually of relatively moderate size. And you know that you can take the risk, and you know that you should take the risk, and you don't. Every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else. Every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else. Every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else. Every man is responsible for everything that happens to him and everything that happens to everyone else.
Yeah, yeah!
that they didn't oppose grows a little bit, and they shrink a little bit. And that starts a loop, hey? And so for the world. And the answer is, well, you also have to do it with a certain degree of humility, because what do you know?
We become what we think about.
What?
We become what we think about. We become what we think about. Now let me say that again. We become what we think about. History, the great wise men and teachers, philosophers and prophets have disagreed with one another on many different things. It is only on this one point that they are in complete and unanimous agreement. Listen to what Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, said. He said, "A man's life is what his thoughts make of it." A man's life is what his thoughts
make of it.
Disraeli said this: "Everything comes if a man will only wait. I have brought myself by long meditation to the conviction that a human being with a settled purpose must accomplish it, and that nothing can resist a will that will stake even existence for its fulfillment."
So we
come what we think about. We become
what we think about. We become what we think about.
Now let me say that again. We become what we think about. Ralph Waldo Emerson said this: "A man is what he thinks about all day long." William James said, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind." And he also said, "We need only in cold blood act as if the thing in question were real, and it will become infallibly real by growing into such a connection with our life that it will become real. It will become so knit with habit and emotion that our interest in it will be those which characterize belief." He also said this: "If you only care enough for a result, you will almost certainly attain it. If you wish to be rich, you will be rich. If you wish to be learned, you will be learned. If you wish to be good, you will be good. Only you must then really wish these things, and wish them exclusively, and not wish at the same time 100 other incompatible things just as strongly." We become what we think about. We become what we think about. We become what we think about. Now let me say that again. We become what we think about. In the Bible you read in Mark 9:23, "If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth." Dr. Norman Vincent Peale said this: "This is one of the greatest laws in the universe. First, do I wish I had discovered it as a very young man. It dawned on me much later in life, and I found it to be one of the greatest, if not my greatest discovery outside of my relationship to God. And the great law, briefly and simply stated, is that if you think in negative terms, you will get negative results. If you think in positive terms, you will achieve positive results. That is the simple fact, which is at the basis of an astonishing law of prosperity and success. In 3 words, believe and succeed. Believe and succeed. Believe and succeed. Believe and succeed. Believe and succeed.
Why would anyone do drugs when they could just mow a lawn?
Oh boy. Rub the Cajun, what's up, baby?
Why would anyone do drugs when they could just mow a lawn?
Huh? It's been a wild 6 years, says Rob DeCage, glad to be here. Me too. Me too. Clay, if you can believe all things are possible to him that believeth, this is a very good point. Living proof of this concept, I'm scheduled to perform No on the Shermine Shrine stage in September here in Kyoto. See, there you go. Boom. Congratulations. Amazing. Amazing. Hey, my gun button came back. I missed that button. So it's crazy when things return. Things have returned, brothers and sisters. We have multiple camera angles. We have the MEANINGWAVE monolith. We have lights doing flashy things. We got a side camera over here. We got an overhead camera up there. We got a wide camera here, and we also have the return of the MEANINGWAVE Classics line. Merch is back after a long time with no merch at all. Then we had some merch, and now we got a bunch of merch over on MEANINGWAVE.com. 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 Why on earth MEANINGWAVE.com? Well,
MEANINGWAVE.com. Because happiness is a side effect of meaning.
Yeah, that's why. So MEANINGWAVE.com, if you go over here and you go, an easy way to do it is click store and go featured. You'll see our new products. Look, these are new. These weren't here last time. You looked, were they? No. New stuff. We've got MEANINGWAVE Classics new stuff in various styles of greatness. We've got a vintage MEANINGWAVE Classics sweatshirt. All right, we do. And it comes in lots of colors, this one. It comes in a variety of colors, like purple and forest green and red and pink and naranja and green. And look, if you just move your mouse, just little circles appear excitingly, and you can go, ooh, what's in these circles? And it's loads of colors, and they're so nice. Come back, song. I didn't tell you to stop playing. No, not once. Anyway, so go check that out. That's great. What else we got? We got this one. This one comes in one color. White super vintage MEANINGWAVE Classics sweatshirt. It's super vintage because it's super vintage. It's also super cozy. It feels like a hug from a fluffy cloud is what it feels like. It's Mamadon's favorite, and you can get it at MEANINGWAVE.com because happiness is a side effect of meaning. So there, MEANINGWAVE Classics. We've also got a nice black one. It's also very, very cozy. That one also comes in multiple other colors, including black and purple. We've got long sleeve shirts coming in many colors. We've got hoodies also coming in many colors. We've got a camo dad cap, which is a banger. I have been wearing that. It's great. If you need to lurk in the undergrowth and hunt prey, you could wear that. It would work out for you. We also have simple and beautiful t-shirts with great big smacking logos on them in multiple colors. Cotton. Delightful, beautiful, luxurious cotton. None of that middle of the mall shit. We also have the classic cotton cap in multiple other colors. Stitched, embossed, embroidered. Embroidered it is. So it is, to be sure. And we also have other shirts. We have that classics oversized tee there, and the thing is, the logo has slightly different finishing depending on which version you get, right? So that one has got a more worn vintage feel than this one here, this one looks a bit like the Galaxy. If you look at it closely, it's very lovely. This blue one here is lovely. You might have seen me wearing that on stream. And these classics like this, Michael Chandler's got that when he sent me a video of him wearing it. So that's a good one, just in general. I wore that to a barbecue, I think. Hurrah! Anyway, there you go, your dreams. People have been saying to me, Akira the Don, when is merch coming back? Akira the Don, I want to buy some merch with the MEANINGWAVE logo on it. Akira the Don, why can't I get a sweatshirt? Akira the Don, I want a hoodie. Well, now you can have these things, and you go to MEANINGWAVE.com, and you can find them, and you can wear them like I am now. Observe this. Look at that. Look at that sleeve. Look at that detailing. Can you see that? How cool is that? Look. Interlocking triangulars. The MEANINGWAVE logo. That's right. Peaceful Penguin says, I want my MEANINGWAVE, as do we all. As do we all! Well, all you have to do is open up a tab and go to meaningwave.com and check it out. And if that ain't nice, I don't know what is, frankly. In other news, my lawn was neglected for 3 or 4 weeks, and it rained a lot, so it got absolutely massive. Today, the lawn was mowed. Today, we have a mowed lawn situation here at Don Towers, and it is beautiful.
It's a beautiful day to be alive. We give thanks to the ancestors for the miracle they bequeathed us. We vow to not squander this hitherto unimaginable opportunity. MEANINGWAVE.
Alright, I saw a story in the South China Morning Post.
Why would anyone do drugs when they could just mow a lawn?
And it says, yes, expert says. Would you like to know how? Would you like me to trade with my hypnosis
Piece
experience?
of Penguin says meaning is for nothing and the way is for free.
Alright, well, I won't hypnotize you. I'll just tell
This
you.
is the triangular words of life embodied.
Number one, whatever you think about the most is who you are.
Yeah. Richard, producer, anxiously waiting my CDs and vinyls to arrive. Can't have enough physical media. No, you can't. Ramadan, did Richard, the producer's CDs and vinyls ship?
The most. It's easy. Watch. I mean, just a little bit. But during that time you're thinking about your favorite animal, you weren't thinking about some bad thing that could have potentially put you in a bad mood or affect your energy or make you anxious or anything. Whatever you think about the most is who you are.
What you think about the most is who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. What you think about the most is who you are. Who you are. Who you are.
So, I just proved to you that if you just remember as a habit to change your thinking from whatever negative stuff to positive stuff, and it's really that easy. Just think about stuff you like. Everybody likes something. Think about a person you like, experience you had, a walk on the beach, if that's your thing. Just think about it. And reduce the shelf time that you give to the bad thoughts. Because how much you think about something is what creates the structure in your brain that becomes semi-permanent. You can usually change it, but something that becomes a little semi-permanent. So the more you think about positive things, the happier you're going to be.
Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
Akira.
Just keep moving. You will come to a better place. Just keep moving. You will come to a better place.
It is important to draw wisdom from many different places. If we take it from only one place, it becomes rigid and stale. Understanding others, the other elements, and the other vision will help you become whole.
It's usually best to admit mistakes when they occur. to seek to restore honor.
Perfection and power are overrated. I think you are very wise to choose happiness and love.
Sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving,
you will come to a better place. Just keep moving. You will come to a better place. Just keep moving.
People see me and think I'm weak. They want to take care of me. But I can take care of myself by myself.
You sound like my nephew. Always thinking you need to do things on your own without anyone's support. There is nothing wrong with letting people who love you help you. There is nothing wrong with letting people who love you help you.
sometimes life is like this dark tunnel. You can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just keep moving, you will come to a better place.
Just keep moving.
You will come to a better place.
Just keep moving.
You will come to a better place.
Skyline of America was set in place one brick at a time. Now that represents a lot of calluses.
What's up, John McGavie? What's up?
America the Beautiful is not an accomplished fact guaranteed to remain intact. God shed his grace on thee, to be sure, but this was wasteland when God had it to himself. He handed man a hoe and said, "You want another Eden? All right."
Earn it!
And all that's necessary for the weeds to take over again is for you and me to lay down that hoe. Work, 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 hard work. There is no gospel less popular than the gospel of hard work. Work, 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 hard work. There is no gospel less popular. Get to work, get to work. We tell our young people how our country was carved out of the wilderness. No, it wasn't. Our nation was hammered and hoed and chopped and dug, sawed and clawed out of the wilderness by barehanded men who asked nothing for nothing. America did not start out with an agricultural production of the awe and envy of the world. It was seeded first by sod-busting farmers who fought Indians and ranchers and cold and heat and drought and bugs and flood and one another. The fruited plain sprang forth from barren acres only after they had been watered with a lot of sweat. Work, 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 hard work. There is no gospel less popular than the gospel of hard work. Work, 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 hard work. There is no gospel less popular. Get to work, get to work. I guess what I'm saying is the more history I study, ours and others, the more certain I am that there is one fertilizer essential to the survival of civilization, and that fertilizer is sweat. And I don't mean perspiration. I mean the kind of steamy, streamy, salty sweat that's wrung from a man by hard physical work. Somehow, the sweat gets into the soil of a farm or a factory, a city or a state or a nation, and everything thereabouts grows tall and strong and tough enough to stand against any storm. But the day the sweat dries up, the soil dries up. whole civilizations are buried in dust. Work, 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 hard work. There is no gospel less popular than the gospel of hard work. Work, 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 hard work. There is no gospel less popular. Get to work, get to work.
Going to get weirder, 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 weirder. It's just going to get weirder, 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 weirder. What the hell is going on? Weirder, 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 weirder. And finally, it's going to be so weird that people are going to have to talk about
how it is.
How weird it is.
Now.
How weird it is.
Hypercubes are indeed weird.
And this is why the right wing is so alarmed. Because what they see...
Beast the Penguin says, my first thought for the name of the light visuals was Terrence.
Order, all sanctioned norms of behavior. And they're quite right that it's happening. But they're quite wrong to conclude that it should be resisted or is somehow evil. The mushroom said to me once, it said, this is what it's like when a species prepares to depart for the stars. This is what it's like when a species prepares to depart for the stars. You don't depart for the stars under calm and orderly conditions. It's a fire in a madhouse. And that's what we have, the fire in the madhouse at the end of time. This is what it's like when a species prepares to move on to the next dimension. To the next dimension.
Here and now are very interesting because the now partakes both of time and eternity.
Akira.
It exists at the intersection of the two, and the here partakes of the base. Let's start with time. From a conventional point of view, on the line of time, there is an experience that we refer to as now. It is the moment now. So from the point of view of time, the now is a moment. But in our experience, the now is not a moment. For instance, how many nows have passed since you and I have been having a conversation? How many nows have passed in your life? It's always now. We never leave the now. We've never even left the now and visited the past or the future. No one's ever experienced the past or the future. So in our actual experience, the now is not a moment that is sandwiched between the two vast spaces of the past and the future. The now is the ever-present, not the time is not everlasting. The now is the ever-present. So from this point of view, the now is written with a capital N. The now is eternity. From the point of view of time, the now is a moment. So the now is the place where time and eternity intersect, and that is why in the spiritual traditions, the now is a portal through which we pass out of time into eternity, out of time into eternity, into the infinite. The now is a portal through which we pass out of time into eternity, into the infinite. Now, just do exactly the same exercise with space. It's more difficult with space. First of all, recognize that the only experience you have ever had is here. Just as we never experience the past or the future. We can think about the past or the future, but we only do so now. So ask yourself the question, the place that you call over there, have you ever been there? If I were to ask you now, stand up and go over there, would it always be here? Would your experience always be here? Or would you leave the here? Has anybody ever left the experience we called here and visited the place we call there? Isn't the experience of here always the same experience? In other words, here is not a place in space, just as now is not a moment in time. Here is the infinite, just as the now is the eternal. The here is not a place in space. All space takes place here, just as now is the intersection of time and eternity. So here is the placeless place. This point in space where we seem to be located intersects with the infinite. Out of time into eternity. Out of time into eternity, into the infinite. The now is a portal through which we pass out of time into eternity, into the infinite, which we pass out of space into the infinite. We don't even pass out of it. The place we call here is the infinite. It just appears as space to our limited perceiving faculties. We don't exist in time, and we are not in time and space now. This is eternity. This is the infinite. The place at which we eternally are is the infinite, the only place where anything ever is. It's not a place in space, it's not a moment in time. Time and space are just how the one eternal infinite reality to our impoverished perceiving faculties. Remember William Blake, life's dim windows of the soul distort the heavens from pole to pole and cause us to believe a lie when we see with, not through the eye. Life's dim windows of the soul distort the heavens from pole to pole and cause us to believe a lie when we see with, not through the eye. Out of time into eternity. Out of time into eternity, into the infinite. The now is a portal through which we pass out of time into eternity, into the infinite.
I want to tell you about a plan you can follow, which takes only a little time each day, 5 days a week, and which brings results out of all proportion to the time spent. For a moment, consider the things your mind has brought you. Everything you have, your work, your relationship with your family and others, your philosophy of life, all come to you as a result of using your mind.
Akira.
Now consider the estimate made by experts. You have probably been operating on less than 10% of your mental capacity, much less. Dr. Herbert Otto, a psychologist, educator, and chairman of the National Center for the Exploration of Human Potential, reminds us that many well-known scientists, such as the late Abraham Maslow, Margaret Mead, Gardner Murphy, O. Spurgeon English, and Carl Rogers, subscribe to the hypothesis that man is using a very small fraction of his capacity. Margaret Mead quotes the 6% figure. Herbert Otto writes, "My own estimate is 5% or less." Neurological research at the UCLA Brain Research Institute points to enormous abilities latent in everyone by suggesting an incredible hypothesis. The ultimate creative capacity of the human brain may be, for all practical purposes, infinite. Solving purposes. Yefremov, the eminent Soviet scholar and writer, says man under average conditions of work and life uses only a small part of his thinking equipment. If he were able to force our brain to work at only half its capacity, we could, without any difficulty whatever, learn 40 languages, memorize the large Soviet encyclopedia from cover to cover, and complete the required courses of dozens of colleges. Now, this statement is hardly an exaggeration. It is the generally accepted theoretical view of man's mental potentiality.
Nightingale in the MEANINGWAVE universe. Dig it! Before that, we had Into the Infinite with Rupert Spira. This is, of course, Infinite with Earl Nightingale. The Miracle of Your Mind album, I believe.
You'd better close your eyes, my child, for a moment in order to be better in tune.
Yeah. Shouts out Calais, just dropped 10 subs on the chat like a warrior. Calais is celebrating deleting Instagram. Is that correct? Congratulations. Reclaim your mind.
The old frame used to be yourself. Anybody ever used to give me that advice? Be yourself. Terrible. What? Here's the reframe. Become a better version of yourself.
Okay.
Become a better version of yourself. If you're satisfied being yourself, people aren't going to want to be around you.
Become a better version of yourself.
You need some work. You should admit that you're a work in progress. People will like you better if you admit you've got some work to do. Try being better. You should be working on some kind of a system process or finding some way to be the improved version of yourself. You should be getting smarter, healthier. You should become wiser, kinder. You should be trying to get your depression down and get your mental health better. You should be trying to get different in every possible way. Become a better version of yourself.
People will wanna be around you.
Become a better version of yourself. People ask me if when I hit it big with Dilbert. And I went from not having money to doing well. People ask me if being famous and successful changed me. Did it change me? Well, I hope so. That was the whole point. Why would I go through all that work to be the same person? Everything that I do has at least a secondary ambition of changing me. Like, I don't go to the gym because it doesn't change me. I don't work hard in my career because it won't change me. I do it so it will. If I want to feel confident, what am I supposed to do? Just sit in the chair and try to gin up some confidence? No, I'm going to go do something. And then if it works, guess what? I get more confident. Every day, in every way, I'm trying to figure out how to be like a little bit better version of myself. Become a better version of yourself.
People will wanna be around you. Hey, become a better version of yourself. It's okay to admit you're a work in progress.
Become a better version of yourself.
People will wanna be around you. Become a better version of yourself. It's okay to admit you're a work in progress. Becometh ye a better version of thine self. Man, like Scott Adams, drop some flipping coffee Scott Adams emojis. We've got Scott Adams emojis. Members of the channel, drop some Scott emojis in the chat for our brother Scott, the immortal Scott. Shouts out Calais. What's up, 207K Stux 5? You get this. Where's my noise for you? That's you. Welcome to the channel at level 1. Level 1 is a good level. You get wallpapers. Many wallpapers of all the lovely MEANINGWAVE artwork as it is released. Downloads of the mixes, like that manifestation mix we did the other week. It's like, how long was that mix? I feel that was a long mix. Anyway, you can download that. Many things for you to do with your beautiful membership. Congratulations on 600. Thank you, says Matthew Felsey 3340. Well, thank you. Thank you, brother, for thine support. Righteousness be thy name. Axel Cross. Member for 74 months says big ups. Well, big ups to you. Big ups to all those Scott emojis in the chat. One of these days I'll get the chat back on the screen and we can all see them. But I can see them and they're filling my heart with joy and wonder.
Become a better version of yourself.
Of yourself. People will wanna be around you. Become a better version of yourself. It's okay to admit you're a work in progress. I'm very happy to have complete control over the music now, if you're looking on the overhead camera. I took out the drums. I put them back. I took out the bass. I put it back.
So if anybody ever
created a loop.
The success is be yourself. You're getting some bad advice.
Bad advice.
Be better. Just be better.
Be better, you say? I mean, there's better. And then there is the best in the world at what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Go!
Become the best in the world at what you do.
Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Become the best in the world at what you do. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true.
If you really want to get paid in this world, you want to be #1 at whatever it is that you're doing.
Do you know who Akira the Dawn is?
Of course, he's amazing.
And it can be niche, that's the point. It can literally be you're getting paid for just being you. You know, at this point, some of the more successful people in the world are that way. Oprah gets paid for being Oprah. Joe Rogan gets paid for being Joe Rogan. They're being authentic to themselves. You want to be number one, but you want to keep changing what you do until you're number one. You can't just pick something arbitrary. You can't say, I'm going to be the fastest runner in the world, and now you got to beat Usain Bolt. That's too hard of a problem. But what you can do is you can keep changing what your objective is until it arrives to your specific knowledge, your skill sets, your position, your capabilities, your location, your interest, knowledge, your skill sets, your position, your capabilities, your location, your interest, and then converges to making you number one. Number one.
Become the best in the world at what you do. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Become the best in the world at what you do. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Oh.
Searching for what to do, you actually have two different foci that you have to keep in mind at all points. One of those is, I want to be the best at what I do. And the second is, what I do is flexible so that I am the best at it. I am the best at it. Until you arrive at a comfortable place where you're like, yes, this is something I can be amazing at while still being authentic to who I am. And this is not going to be an overnight discovery. It's going to be a long journey. But at least you know how to think about it. The most important thing for companies to find product market fit. The important thing for an entrepreneur is to find founder product market fit, where you are naturally inclined to build the right product which has a market. That's a three-focus problem, which is you got to make all three of those work at once. If you want to be successful in life, if you just have to get comfortable managing multivariate problems, multiple objective functions at once, then this is one of those cases where you have to map at least two or three.
Become the best in the world at what you do. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Become the best in the world at what you do. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Become the best in the world at what you do. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. Become the best in the world at what you do. Keep redefining what you do. Until this is true. Until this is true. And the world. Become the best in the world. And the world. MEANINGWAVE. Become the best in the world. 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 Start where you stand, never mind the past. What? As you in beginning and you and if you left it all behind at last. Why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through. Stand, never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning and new. And if you left it all behind at last.
Why that's enough, you're done with it, you through.
This is another chapter in the book. This is another race that you have planned. Don't give the vanished days a backward look. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. The world won't care about your old defeats if you can start anew with success. The future is your time and time is fleet. There is much of work and strain and stress. Get the buried woes and bed despairs. Here is a brand new trial right at hand. The future is for him who doesn't dare. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. Never mind the past. The past will help you begin and if you left it all behind at last. Why that's enough, you're done with it. You start where you stand. Never mind the past. The past won't help you in beginning anew. And if you left it all behind at last.
Why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through.
I'll try and say today's the thing, tomorrow soon will be. Get in the fight and face it unafraid, and leave the past to ancient history. What's been has been.
Yesterday's dead.
And like you would neither bless nor banned. Take courage, man. Be brave and try to help where you stand. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. Never mind the past.
The past won't help you in beginning anew. And if you why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through. Past won't help you in beginning anew. And if you why that's enough, you're done with it, you're through.
That's
That's God's truth.
Worry is preposterous.
Yeah.
That's God's truth. Akira. That's God's truth.
Get it again, beast. Get it, dude. Come on.
What?
Take 10 seconds to get it again, beast. Get it, dude. Come on. Take 10 seconds to get it again, beast. Get it, dude. Come on. Take 10 seconds to get it again, beast. Get it, dude. Come on. Get it, dude. Come on. Ah, there you go. There you go. Energy. Let it out. 7, 8, 9, 10. A machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house.
That's God's
13, come on, 14, come on, 15, come on, cut that muscle down, 16, 17. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Get it, 18. They don't know me, son. Get it, get it.
worry is preposterous.
Yeah, 20, you got some more with. Get again. I want to see
That's
it.
God's truth.
Come on, 23, 24. One more, David. Come on, one more, David. Come on. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs?
That's God's truth.
Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs?
Who? Amanda dances back on level 3.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
Axel Cross, what's up?
You're gonna do it.
You don't know enough to worry. That's God's truth. Exactly.
That's you, buddy. Who's gonna carry the boats? And then you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna carry the boats in the logs. You did it. Yeah. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
They don't know me, son.
Who's
gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Who's gonna carry the boats in the logs? They don't know me, son. Get it, get it, get it. They don't know me, son. Get it, get it, get it. They don't know me, son. Get it, get it, get it. They don't know me, son.
Worry. You don't know enough to worry. That's God's truth. Who do you think you are that you should worry, for crying out loud? That's God's truth. It's a total waste of time. It presupposes such a knowledge of the situation. I keep saying. Worry. You don't know enough. I keep saying. I keep saying. It's a total waste of time. If I keep saying, I keep saying, it's a total waste of time.
I think our difficulty is that our consciousness is too superficial, as if all our sensation were in the tips of the fingers and not in the palm.
All right, one more. I did that thing where I forgot where I was, what was going on. But I'm going to dedicate this next one to my son, who is very enamored of this record. And he's a wonderful boy, of whom I'm very proud. Axel Cross, appreciate you! With the big band super chat. There's doggone I miss these streams. Well, guess what? We've got a beautiful, fully functioning, rigged up streaming studio here in Nashville, Tennessee. And we're gonna stream in it, baby. We're gonna stream. Merrily, merrily, merrily.
I think our difficulty is that our consciousness is too superficial, as if all our sensation were in the tips of the fingers and not in the palm. Our comments on life are insufficiently balanced by the clear sensation that what we are talking about is ourselves, and ourselves in a sense far more basic and real than that extra circuit which knows knowing.
I love the ocean. This is why I love the sea. 'Cause it's the most difficult part of nature to mess up with symptoms of man's disease.
Are we misled by the fact that we move freely on the earth and aren't rooted to it in the same way as trees to the ground and fingers to the hand? Were we as spatially distant from the earth as one atom of an orange from another? I suppose we should be somewhere out by the moon. Now we know that the atom, molecule, cell, or subordinate organ of any particular organism is what it is by virtue of its place and its membership in the pattern of the whole. Blood in a test tube is rapidly ceasing to be the same thing as blood in veins. In the same way, man must beware lest in cutting himself off psychically from the world that he sees, and so isolating the subject from the object, lest in doing this he rapidly ceases to be man. So I think this is why I love the ocean. It's the most difficult part of nature to mess up with emblem, symptom of man's dissociative consciousness.
This is why I love the ocean. This is why I love the sea. 'Cause it's the most difficult part of nature to mess up with symptoms of man's disease. This is why I love the ocean. This is why I love the sea. 'Cause it's the most difficult part of nature to mess up with symptoms of man's disease. This is why I love the sea. This is why I love the sea.
It's an environment in which the awareness of our roots can awaken, in which seem to be joining things instead of separating. Yes. And I've just discovered that knocking on the wall of space and consciousness was my own heart beating.
Cause it's the most difficult part of nature to mess up with symptoms of man's disease. This is why I love to see. 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 This is why I love to see.
This is why I love the ocean.
Life is as kind as you let it be.
Yeah. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters. That was our show. That was our first stream with the new Nashville system. Blazing. That was our first show with the Dontron visualizer. Doing fine work here. Pew. And that was stream number 600. And since this whole setup seems to be working so lovely, I have a feeling it's going to take a little less time to get to the next 600. What do you think? Well, thank you all for being here. As always, it is an honor and a privilege to hang out with you. And we'll be back very soon. Keep your eyes on the channels at Akira the Don on X, IG. We got a Discord, link is in the description. We ping you there. MEANINGWAVE, of course, .com.
MEANINGWAVE.com. Because happiness is a side effect of meaning.
And if you want to support the stream, head on over there and check out that new Classics line. Get some fly gear like what I have on here. New music coming soon, new everything coming soon. It is indeed a beautiful day to be alive here at the peak of recorded human civilization. Thank you for being here. We'll see you very soon.
It's a beautiful day to be alive here at the peak of recorded human civilization.
It's not music, it's music plus.